Okay. Grab a drink. Bro fell off for real. I fell off YouTube, yeah, but I found it. I found some other shit. Yeah, I haven't opened Sandbox since I stopped working at Face Punch. So I just opened it up today. Now I'm checking out all the new shit, and it's looking pretty good. They're doing some good work. And I don't think I have... I probably have the old Strafe repository on my desktop computer. But my desktop is in storage right now, so I can't really access it. So I'm just gonna start from scratch. I'm pretty sure I still have the website source code, the backend with the leaderboards and timings and all that shit. I still have the web backend source code, which I'm just gonna reuse that. But for now, I just have to recreate the fucking movement controller. Which I've pretty much already done. Needs a little tweaking, but it's pretty much there. You worked at Face Punch? Yeah, I worked at Face Punch for a couple of years. Well, as a contractor, so I wasn't technically an employee. I was just a contractor. But yeah, did some work on the Sandbox engine. Yo, what's up? Small Fish Raid. Welcome, Small Fish. Best games on Sandbox. No debate. OG poser. It's been a while. I think my first Sandbox video was like 2017 or something. Maybe a bit later than that. It's been a fucking while. Yeah, so all I got here is I created a new project. So I don't have the old Strafe anymore. That's part of the Face Punch organization, which I'm not part of anymore, so I can't really use that. So I just created a new Strafe. I'm calling it Strafe 2. I don't think Face Punch is going to do anything with the original Strafe. It's kind of my thing. I don't think they care about it. We're just doing Strafe 2, brand new project, fucking fresh start. And I just drag and dropped Bhop Spulo. What's up, Titanovsky? You just did an update for Bhop. Yeah, I saw that. I was checking that out earlier. I opened up Sandbox today and I was like, I wonder if anybody's done Bhop and Surf yet. And I saw your game mode. It's looking pretty good. I'm doing pretty well. How are you? Why'd that not drop in? Oh, there we go. I'm also quite a bit hungover today. Fucking hungover as shit today. I went out last night. Okay, what am I doing? I need to add an interface that just shows the player's velocity, so I can make sure everything's looking good with the controller. Tune it how it needs to be tuned. Yeah, we'll just start there. So we'll create a new screen panel. We'll do a new razor component. Yeah, I think as soon as Sandbox moved to the scene system is kind of... I worked for Face Punch for a little while shortly after that, but that's kind of when I stopped creating games heavily. And there's been quite a few changes since the scene system that I'm unfamiliar with. So I have got a lot to figure out here. We'll just call this playerhead.razor. Okay. That should be on the screen. Sweet. Yeah, I always knew I'd come back to Sandbox someday because I love C# and Razor, and it's going to be a great engine. So I always knew I was going to come back to Sandbox someday, just didn't know when. And then today, I've been keeping an eye on it. I check on it probably every day. I just have a look. And today I saw the updates with the monetization, and I was like, you know what, maybe I'll bring Strafe back. And Bunny Hop and Surf isn't the most popular game mode. It's certainly not going to beat like Sandbox and all the the big ones in Gary's mod, but something that I'm passionate about. Okay, where's my style sheet? UI, player HUD Razor, CSS. Okay, we'll get rid of that. Yeah, okay, there we go. I think I'm gonna be lazy with this. I'm just gonna do we're just gonna create a static instance of the movement controller for now. You know what? Let's not be super lazy. Okay, so let's go speedometer, static int, velocity 0, like that. This we can just do. Let's see, protected override, tick, update, next update. Move controller instance, turn. Razor's still kind of fucked, isn't it? Oh. Shit, we got a little speedometer. We'll just style it up a little bit. Speedometer. Okay. Strafing looks okay. First problem I see is he's walking too fast. 307 is not with classic source B hop. 307 is too fast for your base walk speed. It should be 260. And if you do a pre-strafe like this, you should be able to get up to roughly 290. So we gotta tweak our numbers a little bit here. One thing with this, with bunny hop surf, is you gotta determine whether it's bad values here, move speed, etc., or if it's friction. Very cool. The olds are coming back. Look forward to working with you in the future. Be a very important year for Sandbox. Oh yeah, I think it's gonna be very important as well. It's on Steam now, right? Do they have their store page up? Alright, peace out, Tadnovsky. Yeah, they got the store page up. They're doing the monetization, which is huge. I think that's going to attract tons of developers. So yeah, it should be an interesting year for Sandbox for sure. Dream Piece, thought I was dead. No, I ain't dead. Just been doing shit. I've kind of stepped away from programming, game development, computers, and all that shit ever since leaving Face Punch. I've just been doing life rather than work, which has been nice. I just got back from New Zealand. I was there for 2 weeks. A few months ago I was in Hawaii, and I might be going back to New Zealand in about a month or so. Okay, where was I? So I gotta figure out what's my friction at. It's at 4. If we open up Counter-Strike source, we can look at what the correct values are. Let's make sure that's displaying properly. No, it's not. Yeah, it's displaying. Okay. Open up source and we'll hop in a bunny hop or a surf server and see what the quote correct values are for all these movement values. KSF. Let's see. B-Hop. Let's see, who's this? Sure, there's not really any bunny hop servers anymore, huh? Let's try this one. I hope in the future Sandbox gets a 2D editor mode for making 2D games easier. Yeah, that's something that they've been trying to do for a long time, but I guess it just hasn't been a priority yet. It's doable for sure, but it just kind of, it's not that great, is it? Or it wasn't before. We do 4 for friction. Max speed 320. Friction 4, move speed 320. Stop speed maybe. Stop speed 75. That might affect it. That's what I need from there. Nope, still 307. New Zealand sounds so cool. I want to go visit sometime. What did you see there? So actually, I met a girl. She came to Montana, which is where I live, Montana. She came to Montana to visit family, and we met while she was here. And we got along so well that I was like, fuck it, I'm going to New Zealand to come see you. This was after she had already flown home. So I flew to New Zealand and crashed at her house for 2 weeks. Yeah, it was quite interesting. But yeah, I was in the northern part of New Zealand. I went to Mount Manaya, Smuggler's Beach. And yeah, I just ate a lot of pie. They have pie there. Fucking delicious pie. I feel like something's wrong with my friction here. I mean, I could just cheat this and just be like 290. Yeah, we're still too fast. The reason I don't really want to do this, well, maybe acceleration. Oh, you know what? I bet it's acceleration. I think that's supposed to be 5. Let's see. Yeah, it is quite the place to go. I loved it there. The sun's pretty brutal. The UV index in the afternoon in New Zealand, like, you're getting burnt fucking quick. Like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, you're getting fucking burnt. Let's see, what's default acceleration? I think it's 4. Let's just try that. Okay. Well, it seems I have a different issue here. Maybe 5. I'll just leave that at 5. I don't really feel like digging deep into this right now, so let's just do something else here. you set these to properties, you can hot load, so you don't have to restart. But if they're just fields, they won't hot load. So I'm feeling kind of lazy right now, so we'll just do this. Whatever gets us to 260. 270. Yeah, okay. Okay, so close enough. We could actually round that. Math does not. Where does math exist? There we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay, then pre-strafe, it should be roughly 290 max. That's looking pretty good. Acceleration feels off. That's fine. There's a bunch of other tests that I gotta do, like your 6 jump speed and whatnot. Jumping on slopes and all that shit, make sure everything's accurate. But it's like a full-time job getting that right, so I'm not gonna focus on that right now. Horntail, hey mate, been sub for ages, but my algorithm must have dropped you. Nah, I just kind of stopped making videos. Yeah, well, it did drop me because I stopped making videos. Yeah, it's been a while. Trying to recall which 2 Face Punch related people I subbed to back when. Is you, so pardon me for asking, but were you the one who told the story about the gratuitous partying in back? But yeah, that was me with the gratuitous partying. I got sued for $100,000. That was me. Good times. Dream piece. It'd be crazy if someone made an add-on for. Come on. For another programming language, kind of like GD extension for Godot, but for Sandbox, that would be. And I'm not sure what they're doing with the whitelisting and whatnot. But if they open that up, which I'm sure they will, if people want to export their own standalone games, then I'm sure stuff like that might be doable in the future. But I think generally the Sandbox team is pretty content with C#. Aces, that story resonated. Did you have a similar partying experience back in the day? I gotta change my sensitivity. Yeah, that's better. Okay. I haven't done duck yet, so I probably won't get into that today. Ducking, triggers, start zone, end zone, the whole timer, all that stuff. What's up, Ryan? How you been? What else do I gotta do here? Hmm. I noticed the hammer-like layout here, which is nice. But the thing is, I don't think it's really usable yet until we get the proper wireframe view for all these meshes. Unless I'm missing something, you can turn on wireframe mode, but you're still blocked. Your visibility is always going to be blocked with the depth of shit here. Like, I'm pretty sure it's just an orthographic camera, so you can't really do much with it. Grid scaling's a bit fucked as well, so it's not like it's not quite like camera yet, but they're getting there. Rock Ross, maybe, I don't know. I guess I don't know what Rock Ross is. Rick Ross? Yeah, so here, for example, when you've got the 2D view from the side, you can't see what's behind these walls, so it's kind of useless currently. It's just a basic orthographic camera. But if we just get rid of this, go to our block tool, which one of these is the top? Top 2D. It'd be nice to hide some of these gizmos in these views too, which should be possible. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, so I mean it's pretty close to where it needs to be. Definitely needs box select for all these mesh editing tools. Yeah, Strafe back in development. We're calling it Strafe 2 because the original Strafe was part of the Face Punch organization, which I don't have access to anymore. And they took down the GitHub repository as well. The cool add-on I've seen for Godot was an event-based programming system type of scripting, like Instruct 3s. That'd be cool. Doing good, Ryan. Nice. Thanks for the welcome back again. Again. Horntail had a party house in what I might call the softcore area of the hood. Plenty of hell came with that, and plenty of other stuff too. Kind of felt it mirrored my youth in a lot of ways. Yeah, we had a plenty of hell. Hood party host to developer. That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. Yeah, I went from oil field money party life to developer. Okay. Layla's done a pretty good job with this mesh editor, though. It's coming along quite nice. A lot of good operations. I see, it seems like Hammer is just going to get phased out at some point. Well, that would be my guess anyways. Which I think is a good thing. Hammer's great, but it's a separate tool for building levels when it can really all just be done inside the editor. You don't need a separate tool for it. So phasing Hammer out and making sure all the good features are implemented into the scene editor, that'd be a good thing. Yeah, they they definitely saw the oil field money because it was three of us. All three of us worked in the oil field. They saw that oil field money and they were like, "Yeah, let's sue and get that money." But yeah, if they try to sue somebody that doesn't have that can't actually pay up, then they're just paying lawyer fees and they're pretty much just fucking themselves. All right, let's switch back to single view here. Cheers, Horntail. I kind of have to think, how do I want to handle the timer? I got to keep in mind that this has to be multiplayer at some point. But I'm not going to get too complicated with it. Probably just peer-to-peer lobbies, keep it simple for now. Yeah. So this map I loaded in was created for the original Strafe game mode, so it's got all of our old triggers here. The red warning symbol probably telling me that that entity doesn't exist. And this seems like some data that comes with it is lost. These should be meshes. So that data should still be in there, it's just not converting. So I wonder if entities still exist. What do we call it? Strafe trigger. Strafe trigger start. No, I don't know if entities still exist. Doesn't look like it. Time sense the solution to everything. Override mode, map instance loader. Probably not worth it. API can't be searched with the new layout. Okay. I guess this all looks new too. Like Gary must have just made all this shit recently. Override mode map instance loader. That sounds like a headache. I think at this point it's better to start fresh. We didn't have a ton of maps with the original Strafe. Just start fresh, because we're moving off a hammer anyways. And then I gotta figure out a way for people to create their own Strafe maps using the scene editor. Just a few days old? Okay, nice. So quite new. Okay, so kind of what I want to do is just fuck this off. Just delete it. And go. We'll just make it a nice little level for testing and creating shit. Start like this. Have a little start zone. Put some blocks. And a little end zone should do. That's kind of ugly. That's alright. Did they add a cutting tool so I can cut this mesh? I feel like my jump, either my jump or my gravity feels off here. You know, I gotta open up Counter-Strike. No cutting tool yet. Missing out. I think that's one of the most important tools in Hammer. Oh, that's sick. Cut to, yeah, it's big for sure. Yeah, I feel like my jump is a little too floaty. So they do 800 gravity. Yeah, that's too floaty. What am I doing wrong? Okay. Oh, you know what? I think I know what it is already. 320. I think 320 is the half-life. It's default for half-life, but what the fuck? There's some logic here. 268.32. Yeah, so we should be 268.32. Or this if we want to do the math behind it, which I don't really feel like doing. LAN fix is broken on Boom server. They're always enabled. That's good to know. So we want to be 268.32 for our jump power. Yeah, that feels much better. Maybe? Maybe? It feels a bit weak. No, I think that's right. I think that feels good. The only way to know for sure is to add a bunch of blocks with all the proper jump heights that match up with Counter-Strike and just give it a nice little testing session. But I'm not going to get that in depth with that today. Today I'm kind of just exploring the new Sandbox, see what everything's like now, and learning how to build with it again. Yeah, this is close enough for now. Okay, I think what I want to do is new component, simple component. We'll just call it timer. Protected over at start. This double position. Input that gets pressed. Restart. Forward, restart. We'll just do it like that. Real simple for now. Close this out. Project settings, input. Yeah, we gotta add restart. And this defaults to R. Yeah, cool. Oh. Okay. Let's make it through that. Rotation, start rotation. I guess we'll do take the starting rotation as well. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, it's probably something to do with the view angles. Input angles, analog look. I don't know if this is gonna work. No, it's not gonna work. Whatever. I feel like my jump's still a bit short, but I'll have to figure that out later. Yeah, it's up to my camera rotation. I'll have to, yeah, it's in my move controller. I've got the pitch and yaw here, but I don't feel like getting too detailed with that right now. Restarting's fine, we can keep the players. Yeah, it'll be this here. Something I'm thinking about with Strafe 2 is kind of evolving the bunny hop game mode a little bit. So I want to keep all the classic mechanics, you know, so it feels like home for the all the bunny hoppers from Source and Gary's Mod and whatnot. Keep all the good classic mechanics. Still the same game, but just make more like new gameplay mechanics more accessible for level designers. So like collectibles, unlocking doors, and you could do all this in classic Source, but it was a bit of a pain with the hammer logic system. It kind of sucked. But if we make that super easy, then I think mappers will actually use that stuff, and we'll see some, I guess, some new style of bunny hop. Could be a lot more interesting than your basic strafe maps where you just start to finish and then that's it. Okay, let me figure out. Let's group these. Fuck that off. Oh shit. I'm in play mode, huh? Get used to exiting play mode. Yeah. Okay, I can do this. I think. Yeah, we can just do that. Yeah. So when I worked at Face Punch, you see how the screen darkens a little bit when I enter play mode. I think that's like the last thing that I added to Sandbox while I was working there. And some people were saying in the GitHub issue that it's not a noticeable enough difference. Totally agree with that now. I could have done a better job with that. Come pick me up around 8:39. I gotta go pick my girlfriend up in about 30 minutes. Something I actually want to go over here is that announcement that Gary made. The Play Fund. Posted that just today. If you make a game or a map and people play it, we'll give you some money. The more people play, the more money. A way of monetizing without encouraging each game to add microtransactions. Yeah. And then I haven't looked at the numbers yet to see how much money they're paying out. In the future, I hope that Sandbox will be self-sustained from sales and cosmetics and will take a chunk of its profits and stick it in the fund. So it sounds like it could change. So if Sandbox makes more money, then developers make more money. That's kind of what that sounds like. And whatever game this is here, I'm assuming this might be their Sandbox game mode. It's made $700 in the first week. It's pretty good money. Pretty good money. Yeah, that makes me want to check the playtime of Sandbox. Where's the face punch Sandbox? Do they even have a Sandbox? Do they have a Sandbox anymore? Let's see. Sandbox is dead. 36 for you this month so far. What kind of playtime and player counts are you seeing? Let's look you up. Is this yours here, Braxnet? $20 to $40. 20 to 40 on average each day, and $36 for 10 days. So, okay, 20 to 40. Is that concurrent or total players? Are you peaking at 20 to 40 concurrents or total players? Yeah, Sandbox is gone, huh? Oh, this guy might be making bank. Drifter. Okay, 20 to 40 total players. $36. I mean, that's pretty fucking good. Whatever they got their payout set to right now. $36 for the month with 20, 40 players a day. So I mean, if you 10x that, 200 to 400 players a day, I think that, which is easily doable once Sandbox brings in floods of players. You're already $1,200 a month. So I mean, that's not bad. Not bad at all. You haven't worked on it in months? Yeah, like yeah, if you update that, get more exposure to it, you know, people will be seeing it in the recently updated and whatnot. Yeah, you could start making some more money off that easily. I'll give you some support, that'll help. Oh, nice style. That's kind of cool. Working on your magnum opus, hoping for a lot of players. Nice, I hope that fucking goes well for you. It seems like Face Punch is pretty serious about paying out the developers. So I think if people take it seriously right now, I think definitely gonna make money in the future. Considering Dark RP servers hitting around 100 players a day, do about 5K a month, it's not amazing. Well, Dark RP servers, they'll be getting throughout the whole day, they should be seeing more than 100, right? Or is that's it, just 100 total players a day. So I feel like at any given point you might have a Dark RP server with 30 to 60 players in it. But it's been a while since I looked at that. $100 online at once during peak hours. Yeah, so concurrence, if you're getting 100 concurrence, you're probably getting thousands of players a day. Yeah, you might not need to do pay to win if see what the kind of money they're gonna pay just by playtime alone. And that might change the way people monetize their games. Because Dark RP, you're kind of forced to monetize it yourself. You don't have the support really, so you got to make your own money. So people might instead focus on just making quality games instead of making money. It could be a good thing. Okay, where am I here? I gotta go pick my girlfriend up in a few minutes, so I probably won't fuck around with Sandbox anymore. So let's just go to the news, chat for a bit. January update. Working on deathmatch, standalone export. The standalone export is something that's kind of interesting to me because I'm not too keen on the idea of just being stuck inside Sandbox. I need to create my own business, my own games, and publish. Just do my own publishing. So that's something that's interesting to me, and that might draw me into Sandbox. But I also have my own little game engine I've been working on. I'm kind of torn between the two currently. Because I don't really need all the big fancy features. I just need a strict set of features that let me create the games that I want. And if I create my own engine, it could be super light, just the things that I need specifically and nothing else. And it's almost already there. The more games there are, the more the fund is going to be distributed. Yeah, that's true. Right now, it could just be a really skewed time for the numbers and shit. Typically saw around 15,000 unique players a week. Used to average 100 concurrents during peak hours. Okay, yeah, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of potential monetization there. Oh, 15,000 unique players. You say 15,000 unique players a year? Making 5K a month? on a bad month. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty solid. Checked out a Gmod like 5 years ago. Sandbox getting good traction. I'm not sure if it's getting good traction. I think it's still needs a lot of polish and developers to start picking it up and publishing. I think that's gotten a lot better in the past few months, especially with the game jams and whatnot. But I think it definitely needs some more time. But I could be wrong because I haven't been fully paying attention. That's just kind of what I think is happening. As far as I know, there's no big creators picking it up on YouTube, so no famous people hyping it up. Which it's not a public game yet, really. But at the same time, I don't know if there's anything for big creators to really be attracted to it yet. Yeah, so I guess I don't know what kind of traction it's getting currently. They used to show how many players are currently playing. I wish it still did. Concern with Sandbox was always the development interest. Just wasn't there like it was for Gmod. Yep. Gmod kind of was able to piggyback off of borrowed assets. Yep. And it was all kind of a new thing back then as well. It was new and interesting. Whereas Sandbox is more of a... It's not so new and interesting. It's just modern, I guess. Yeah, also not piggybacking off of Half-Life content. A lot of Gary's mod success probably came from, you know, the Half-Life content and the maps and whatever. But also the unique mechanics, of course. I think Smallfish is gonna do fucking great. Smallfish takes some of their games and makes them standalone on Steam. I think they're gonna fucking do great. I'm actually excited to see how well they do. Sandbox seems to be trying to take the Roblox model. Be cool to see how it goes. Followed you for years. Keep it in the loop, so thanks. Yeah, thanks for following. I think I'm going to get more into it over the next few months. I'm going to keep working on Strafe too. Just do something that I'm passionate about, which is bunny hop and surf. Bring that over to Sandbox. Yeah, and I might get back into doing news and shit for it if I'm feeling up for it. Kind of reintegrate myself with the Sandbox ecosystem. Alright, what time is it? 7:01? Yeah. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go pick my girlfriend up. I don't know. Next time I'll stream, I'll probably work on Strafe 2 some more. Just randomly throughout the day. May or may not stream it, depending on how things go. So, yeah, thanks for joining, everybody. I'm gonna get out of here. I got duties. I'm gonna start my Jeep real quick. Tech Jam. Who won the Tech Jam? Oh, I guess there was multiple categories. Best simulation. Oh, cool. Somebody did a Deer IMGY clone. Nice. That's pretty cool. I wonder if add-ons, tools like this are going to get paid, monetized as well. I feel like that'd be fair. Oh, okay, community news. Okay. I was confused for a second. I saw seasons under the news. I thought it was official from Face Punch, but it's just community news. Cool. Alright, I'm out of here. Peace, guys.